Hello, everybody. I bet you didn't think you'd see me again, but that's fine. It's okay. So, I wanted to do an update video. I don't want to do a cliche sob story or anything like that. I haven't done one of these in a while, specifically because I don't want to get like views or anything like that. Just because I have a sob story and which feel bad for me. Like I don't like that. It's just not me. I'm not a fan of that. However, a lot has happened, and I figured I would just kind of say it because I feel like it needs being said. I am actually back at my parents' house. So if you didn't know, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now, wow, 2.5 years ago, I moved out and went to a college in Missouri, and was there for 2 years. Met some great people, had some not so great experiences, but also had some great experiences too. And those experiences landed me a job actually at a TV studio. Which has been pretty great. I actually have had a lot of good experiences in both places and not so great experiences in both places, one more than the other. I won't say which, though. That's not for me to say. However, after 2 weeks of starting this job, I got hit by a hurricane, which a lot of people apparently don't know about because every single time I bring it up, everyone's like, what, you got hit by a hurricane? Yeah, so I live in Iowa, and Iowa got hit by a hurricane, and it was pretty bad. Our house was... like our roof was torn off and water just poured into the house, and so we were like grabbing buckets and stuff when it happened, and we lived in a hotel for like 4 or 5 months. And then after a lot of fighting with the insurance company over what they will and will not cover, they kicked us out of the hotel, and we moved back into our house that had no flooring or basement, was just storage. There was still mold like everywhere from the water damage because mold grew. And then we were sleeping on mattresses on the floor. We were able to slowly but surely build up, and actually, as of 2 days ago, everybody finally has a bed because, yeah. And then the hurricane, or I guess it's called a derecho because it's an inland hurricane, happened in August, and it is now January, and we all have beds. So that kind of tells you a lot of stuff that's happened. But there's also a lot of other things that have happened. So I have family members who got COVID. I have family members who actually got cancer, which was fun, and they had to go through surgeries to remove that said cancer during the pandemic, which has been one heck of a ride. And then I have family members who have other medical problems going on that they may or may not survive. And so I just have not felt like making videos at all. I've just been like so distracted. I've been like, I need to pull my life together before any of that happens. So there's just been a lot that's been going on. Like I said, I don't want this to be a sob story, so I'm not going to make this go on for, too long, because I don't want it to be like, oh, he said it's so rough, I'm going to subscribe. No, that's not what I want. I'm not even going to... I'm going to come back to YouTube. I'm going to come back to it. I just got my own room now that I've moved back in. Like, I was not doing well during quarantine. I was, like, alone. I had Landon. If you guys have seen some of my other videos on my other channel, he's somebody that I met there. I had him, and it was nice hanging out with him, but there'd be times where like he would sleep in, and I'd get up in the morning and I'd go to work because I still had a job during the pandemic, and I would come back and he would finally be awake. But then there'd be some times where like he wanted to have some alone time. I was like, I would respectfully go, okay, that's fine. Everybody needs their alone time. But then I'd just be alone myself, and I did not like that. I'm very social, so quarantine was not great. And so I eventually said I could have kept my job there, and I actually could have gotten a pay raise. But I decided to come here because I had a better job, which I think was better in the long run because of the experiences I had, which I won't go into detail because I don't want anybody to think that it's a bad place or think of me badly for working there. I didn't like it, but it was like one of those things where it's like, if I stay here, it's on my resume and I can get a better job. And I did. I got a better job. So it was worth the struggle that I had to go through to get the job that I have now, which is a much better job. But I'm a producer now at a TV studio, so that's pretty cool. But I do want to come back to YouTube. I think it'd be fun. I don't want to do it like, I'm not going to try and gain subscribers. Like, I have a job. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. And there's people out there who don't have jobs. So I'm fine. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to do YouTube to try and like get views or anything. It's simply I think it's fun and I enjoy doing it, and that's literally it. So I'm just going to be myself, have fun, and that's it. So now that I have my own space, now I can come back to YouTube. That's what I was waiting for, was to get my own space. So yeah, I'll be coming back to YouTube and doing some videos just for fun. I may do Let's Plays by myself. We'll see what happens, but it's probably gonna turn into I have fun with my friends on a game or something, and I post it. That's probably what this is gonna be. Other thing is, I am a huge film nerd, and I'll move over so you can see it. That is my film collection. I'll move the mic out of the way. That is my film collection down there. And there's another row below that one right there. There's those 2 rows, and there's another row down there. That's my film collection. And then above the camera, which you can't see, is my favorite films, my collector's set of Lord of the Rings trilogy, and like a ton of my TV shows and video games. So I'm a big nerd. Obviously, I'm a big nerd. But with that being said, because I'm a big film nerd, I have I don't want to do a cliched like film like review channel, but I do want to talk about film. So I'm gonna go boot up Catalyst Reviews again, but I'm gonna do it alone by myself, and I'm going to talk about things, but I also want to do things more original. So I'm not gonna like, oh hey look, this film came out, I'm gonna review it. No, I'm gonna talk about things that I want to talk about, because I'm a film lover, not a film critic, if that makes sense. So I'm not just gonna review everything that comes out. If it gets highly requested, I might check it out and go, well, you guys requested it, so I'll check it out. But I want to do videos and stuff that I want to do, not just what everybody else is doing. I want to do something different. So it depends. I may or may not review something, or I may not even talk about it. It might not even be a review. We'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on, and I'll see you guys in the next one.